Games, anime, films, comics. Each genre opens the door to countless worlds. And in each and every one of them, unforgettable stories are brought to life by truly unique characters.
And to connect those worlds with ours, Prime One Studio has combined cutting-edge technique with artistic passion to build bridge after bridge. Yes, bridges in the form of statues.
Welcome to Prime One Studio's Next Level Showcase, one of the world's largest online sculpting showcases, bringing you the latest in dimensional expression. I'm Dante Carver.
And I'm Shizuka Anderson. It's been a few months since our last show, and 14 is packed with surprises. You won't want to miss the creators sharing stories straight from the production front lines, so stay with us until the very end.
This time, our theme is the bridges between worlds. Together with all of you, brimming with imagination, we're building bridges that connect your world to ours.
It's really a perfect phrase, even as a way to describe what Prime One Studio statues represent, connecting fantasy with reality. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that, isn't there?
Well, one thing's for sure, brand new bridges will appear, ones no one's ever crossed before, and like a swinging suspension bridge, it will shake us to our core.
Oh yes, that's Prime One Studio for you. The artists are always surpassing expectations. Well then, shall we get started?
Absolutely. Let's cross over into new worlds together. Next Level Showcase 14.
The bridges between worlds.
It's all in our hands, this life of time that's given to us all. It gathers round each night, each morn. We watch it pass and grow. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands. With every field and rising sea, can hear the sounds of all, and with every change we'll always be where hope's not lost but found. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands. And we know the change will surely come. Maybe one more trip around the sun. But we'll gather here where land meets sea.
Japanese anime and manga are some of the most iconic pillars of pop culture. As a complete form of visual storytelling, it has captured the hearts of fans all around the world.
It's a genre that Prime One Studio has always poured its passion into, bringing countless characters into three-dimensional form. Each statue we create is a unique fusion of fantasy and reality, crafted to be truly one of a kind.
And once again, we're adding new statues from timeless masterpieces of anime and comics that will make your heart dance. Works that transcend both generations and borders. Take a close look at the sculpting and painting, which bring to life the characters' every breath and emotion.
What is the future? What is technology? What does it mean to be human? From Ghost in the Shell, the groundbreaking anime that introduced Japanese animation to the world and left a profound impact on countless films and media, we bring to life, in dynamic three-dimensional form, the iconic scene that captured the attention of audiences around the globe. This is the battle between Motoko Kusanagi and the autonomous multi-legged tank, Arachnida. Her lifelike cyborg body tearing itself apart atop a cold mechanical war machine. This destructive moment is imbued with a certain kind of beauty. We've captured that fleeting scene as if frozen in slow motion, elevating it into a three-dimensional work of art. Pushing her cybernetic body beyond its limits, Motoko channels extraordinary power, evident in the strain of her left hand prying open the hatch. torn optical camo, exposed inner mechanisms beneath the skin, and writhing cables all convey the beauty within destruction. Her human-like skin tone reveals an expression caught between agony and resolve, a glimpse into her enduring humanity. Arachnida's forward-thrusting form draws the eye like dynamic motion lines, creating overwhelming visual impact. From its turret to its joints, every detail faithfully recreates the mechanical impression from the film. Subtle weathering and chipping throughout the body add a sense of realism befitting an active war machine. A simplified version of the piece is also available, focusing solely on Motoko Kusanagi. It captures the fleeting elegance of a self-destructing machine and the unyielding will of a human being, an alternate artistic expression of the same moment. This piece captures one of the most iconic scenes from Ghost in the Shell. Add it to your collection and dive into the expansive world of three-dimensional expression.
Mechanical concept artist Josh Neese. His work has shaped the visual worlds of countless Hollywood films and games. With designs that are both intricately detailed and boldly dynamic, he continues to capture the imaginations of fans across the globe.
He's also known for his long-standing partnership with Prime One Studio. And just last time during Showcase 13, the announcement of a new title made major waves. And we know many of you have been eagerly awaiting an update.
Well, the wait is finally over. Today, we've got back-to-back updates on two legendary titles. Works that defined an era for both hobby makers like us and fans like you.
Three, two, one.
Set in the cybernetic landscape of Mega Tokyo in the year 2032, Bubblegum Crisis follows the exploits of the vigilante group known as the Night Sabers. Premiering during the golden age of late 80s OVAs, this legendary title left a lasting impact on the anime scene with its combination of fierce heroines, futuristic mechanics, and unapologetically sensual designs. From this cyberpunk action classic, Prime One Studio captures the dynamic presence of Pris and her moto slave in stunning detail. This statue explores the bond between human and machine. Designed by mechanical concept artist Josh Nizzi, it captures a moment of perfect sync between a headstrong rock singer and her transforming partner. To highlight their individuality, the moto slave appears in its motoroid form. Their opposing movements and mirrored layout express a wordless, seamless connection. Pris's hardsuit showcases a masterful arrangement, imbued with respectful homage by Josh Nizzi. It strikes a perfect balance between two of Bubblegum Crisis's most iconic elements, the feminine body lines and mechanical design, brought together in seamless harmony. The vivid blue color scheme stands out with a sophisticated mix of gloss and matte finishes, adding depth and dimension, while its flowing curves subtly evoke the presence of Pris within the suit. From the helmet engraved with night sabers, to the outstretched right hand poised to fire, to the legs that faithfully reproduce the distinctive heel shape, the panel layout and joint structures have been precisely re-engineered to preserve the anime's original aesthetic, while greatly enhancing the sculptural density of this three-dimensional form. Every element is meticulously sculpted. With tires deployed on both shoulders, gleaming red armor, and LED headlights shining from the chest, the moto slave in its motoroid form is rendered with stunning precision. Its intricate inner structures further enhance the credibility of its transformation mechanism, bringing depth and realism to the design. In its right arm, it wields a massive machine cannon, its dark metallic tones and blue-burnt muzzle visually conveying its destructive power. The base is modeled after an iconic enemy, the rampaging Boomer. With weathered blue plating in contrast to Pris's pristine suit, glowing red eyes and exposed jaws, it conveys a disturbing blend of machine and beast. Beneath them lies the shattered cityscape of Mega Tokyo, grounding the scene in the tension of urban warfare. Thanks to Josh Nizzi's vision, Pris and the moto slave are brought to life as a battle-ready duo. This statue embodies their wordless trust and offers fans a tangible gateway into the world of Bubblegum Crisis.
A new chapter begins in Evangelion, concept by Josh Nizzi. Brought to life by Prime One Studio and Josh Nizzi. Following the releases of EVA Unit 1, Unit 13, The Fourth Angel, and Mark 6, the latest editions, Production Model 2 and the Mass Production Model, join the lineup. These two EVAs, born from bold reinterpretation, grounded in deep respect for the source material, each offer a distinct presence while signaling the evolution of the series. Set against the backdrop of the industrial waterfront of Tokyo 3, where a massive tanker lies beached. This is the vision Josh Nizzi imagined for Unit 2. Its limbs and torso are designed with an awareness of human balance, blending smooth, organic curves with mechanical detailing. Visual cues shared with Unit 1 are subtly embedded throughout, emphasizing its place within the series. The EVA's iconic red armor was carefully developed through extensive experimentation, striking a balance between the familiar tones of the anime and the subdued sheen of heavy machinery. The result is a one-of-a-kind hue that fuses 2D memory with 3D realism, giving Unit 2 a commanding presence. As a production model, Unit 2 is known for its dynamic battles using a wide range of weaponry. To let you fully enjoy this distinctive feature, we've included a wealth of optional parts. These include a pallet rifle, thunder spear, progressive knife, swappable shoulder armor, and flight unit. LED light-up features are also built into the head and thrusters, adding an extra layer of immersion through dramatic lighting. A source of nightmares for many, the mass production model was designed to maximize its unsettling impact, presented here alongside the fallen Unit 2. Its design preserves the original bioorganic silhouette while layering in Josh Nizzi's signature mechanical detailing. The EVA's stark white armors contrasted with deep metallic silvers and vivid panel yellows, resulting in a fresh and striking appearance. Its redesigned replica of the Spear of Longinus exudes an eerie, elegant brutality. This statue amplifies the original's grotesque nature through machinery, a chilling testament to Josh Nizzi's distinct design sensibilities. The wings of the mass production model can be replaced to display either a folded or fully expanded state, capturing the EVA mid-flight or grounded in a menacing stance. Its grotesque presence is vividly expressed in both poses. An alternate head sculpt with a wide-open mouth and visible tongue adds even more flexibility for bold display arrangements. With Josh Nizzi's creative talents fully unleashed, Production Model 2 and the Mass Production Model stand as defining works in Evangelion, concept by Josh Nizzi, a visionary take that explores the Evangelion universe from a unique new angle. Experience evolved dimensional artistry, right in your own hands.
The mass production model looks even more unsettling than before, and EVA Unit 2 comes with such an exciting range of extra parts. Both feel incredibly Josh Nizzi in style.
They really remind us of how powerful the original designs are, too. By the way, there's one more Evangelion I'd like to introduce.
Oh, another one by Josh Nizzi, perhaps?
That's right, but it's not a statue.
What?
It's part of a brand new challenge from Prime One Studio.
Huh?
What if you could freely pose a figure based on a design originally created for a statue? That dream idea is now becoming a reality.
Wait, could it be?
EVA Unit 1 marking a bold new frontier for Prime One Studio and launching now.
A bold and artistic concept, sculpted and painted with meticulous craftsmanship. Engineered for dynamic articulation that effortlessly captures each character's unique expression. These elements are brought together in an impactful scale to create a completely new style of three-dimensional expression. This is Dynamic Arts, a new action figure brand from Prime One Studio. Leading this new brand is Evangelion Test Type 1, concept by Josh Nizzi, reconstructed from the statue designed in collaboration with acclaimed concept artist Josh Nizzi, renowned for his work on numerous Hollywood blockbusters. This figure brings the Test Type 1 back with a whole new approach. Infused with a dense array of mechanical details, the design pays tribute to the original while boldly pushing the boundaries of creativity. At the time of its statue debut, the piece garnered massive attention from fans around the world. Now, that same essence lives on, reimagined in a fully articulated form. Standing 20 centimeters tall, the Test Type 1 embodies a seamless fusion of concept, sculpt, and paintwork. A rhythm of intricacy and simplicity runs through the sculpt, creating a silhouette that naturally draws the eye. A multi-layered armor system, enhanced with gloss and weathering effects, conveys striking dimensionality. Every internal component is densely packed with detail and meaning. From any angle, the structure remains impeccably balanced. There is no compromise for the sake of articulation. This uncompromising approach defines what Dynamic Arts stands for. With 56 points of articulation, this figure achieves a perfect balance between dynamic motion and visual integrity. Pull-out and swing mechanisms allow for bold poses, while linked structures ensure that motion never breaks the silhouette. Every joint has been treated as an integral part of the design, preserving the figure's form. And beyond posability, we've prioritized tactile satisfaction, the experience of movement itself. Smooth bends in every direction, solid holds at every angle. Feel the joy of motion and the full expressive potential, only possible with Dynamic Arts. The internal frame utilizes die-cast metal in key areas to enhance both articulation stability and overall weight. This not only improves handling and durability, but also creates a sense of heft and realism in the hand. For the exterior, ABS has been chosen for sharp forms, while flexible PVC ensures both detailed fidelity and smooth mobility. Form and function, refined in perfect harmony. In terms of gimmicks, the entry plug can be inserted and removed. The figure also comes with an open-mouth head, interchangeable hand parts, the progressive knife, the pallet rifle, and the umbilical cable. Every element contributes to a rich and rewarding play experience. Born from a new generation of three-dimensional expression, Evangelion Test Type 1, concept by Josh Nizzi, marks the beginning of something dynamic, an experience in motion that stirs the soul, starting right here.
Berserk, a one-of-a-kind dark fantasy. It's also a deeply significant title for Prime One Studio, where we've brought to life humans, apostles, elves, and the God Hand in a wide variety of formats.
From Guts and Casca based on the art of Kentaro Miura, to the jaw-dropping Immortal Zod statue that spans over 1 meter in width, each one is a milestone to Prime One Studio's journey.
And now, we present a blazing clash between two warriors, locked in fierce combat. A long-awaited full reveal of the statue that captured fans' attention during Showcase 12.
In the world of Berserk, confrontation is more than a recurring theme. It's a defining force. This latest release draws inspiration from a life-or-death battle fought deep within the forest of the Spirit Tree. Grunbeld and Guts, each a complete standalone piece, have been meticulously designed so that when displayed face-to-face, a new chapter in their story begins to unfold. Guts dons the Berserker armor for the first time. Grunbeld, eager to face a worthy foe, meets him head-on. Their clash of conviction and will forms the core of this piece. Every aspect, build, gear, stance, has been purposefully contrasted to highlight their opposing presence in three-dimensional form. To emphasize their size difference, differences in posture, position, and eye level create a dynamic display. Each base is designed with a consistent visual language, bloodied textures, and a glowing brand of sacrifice, connecting both figures within the same scene. Grunbeld is brought to life with the commanding presence befitting his title, the Flame Dragon. His raised warhammer, shield, and armor convey a refined, silver-toned metallic weight, further enhanced by battle damage and weathering for added realism. 3 head parts are included, one fierce, one with blazing LED eyes, and one unhelmeted to show his true face. His red cloak, crafted from draped fabric, adds a refined sheen and stark contrast to his heavy armor. Guts' Berserker armor is sculpted with sharp contours and intricate panel lines, giving it both intensity and depth. Its deep blues and blacks, layered with gloss, create a texture that feels almost otherworldly. In contrast to Grunbeld's fabric-made version, the cloak, shaped as if it has a will of its own, is fully sculpted. Included are 4 head parts, 2 full face with glowing LED eyes, a skull-faced variant, and a half mask, revealing part of his true face. Interchangeable right and left arms allow for dynamic posing and full control over how he wields the Dragon Slayer. Among the fiercest duels in the series, the clash between Grunbeld and Guts has been sculpted and painted down to its emotional core. This masterfully crafted pairing is sure to ignite a new spark in your Berserk collection.
Following Dynamic Arts, our action figure series that brings the joy of movement, we're excited to introduce another bold challenge from Prime 1 Studio.
Prime 1 Studio has always pushed the boundaries of three-dimensional expression, refining our techniques to create the ultimate pieces for your collection room.
But this time we're offering something entirely new, a kind of value we've never presented before, the joy of building with your own hands.
Oh yes, and when it's complete, the result is as close to a full-fledged statue as it gets. The thrill of creating, the pride of displaying, and the limitless potential to customize. This is the beginning of a whole new collectible experience.
Let's take a close look at the very first release of this exciting lineup.
設立から13年間、私たちプライムワンスタジオは高精細な造形のスタチューコレクションを作ることに心血を注ぎ、常にお客様に驚きと感動を届けることを目標に活動しています。今回、私たちは数えきれない試行錯誤を重ね、数々の問題を乗り越えて、皆様に新しい体験をお届けする準備を整えました。それはアートを作る楽しみです。プライムワンスタジオはプラスチックモデルキットの新シリーズビルドアートマスターラインを展開します。まずはその第1弾となるアイテムをご覧ください。 ビルドアートマスターライン。これまでの最高の造形美を見る、飾ることができるプライムワンスタジオのスタチューをそのままに作る、塗る、飾る。新しい3種類の体験に変えて皆様にお届けするプラスチックキットシリーズです。妥協のないディティールへのこだわりを貫くことで新しいアートプラモデルの分野を開拓しました。今まで全高約1メートルで表現されていた大型のスタチュー造形をまるで凝縮したようにしっかりと再現。そして飾りやすさを両立した軽量でコンパクトなサイズに変更。コレクターの皆様にとって価格的にもサイズ的にもお求めやすいコレクション性の高いアイテムへと進化しました。今回は2022年に発売した3分の1スケールミュージアムマスターラインガッツ強戦士の甲冑レイジエディションを精巧な造形を損なうことなくプラモデル化。7年にわたりベルセルクのスタチューを作り続け作品の世界に向き合ってきたプライムワンスタジオならではの製品となっています。3色成形のパーツをはじめ布や金属素材で作られたパーツを採用し組み立てるだけでガッツの勇姿を再現可能。高級感のある仕上がりと非常に高い満足感をお約束します。また本製品の魅力は組み立てだけでなく塗装を施して自分なりのアートを作り上げること。各パーツは組み立てやすさと同時に塗装のしやすさを考慮して設計。オリジナルの3分の1スケールの塗装を再現していただくことや皆様がお考えになる強戦士の甲冑の色をペイントしていただくことも可能です。どのように作り塗り上げるも自由自在。スタチュー以上のクオリティを目指してどこまでも追求することが可能です。自分だけのスタチューアート制作を体験しましょう。製品の発売は2025年冬を予定しています。まもなく予約が始まりますので、ぜひウィッシュリストに登録して続報をお待ちください。ビルドアートマスターラインは今後も新製品が続々と登場する予定です。机や棚に飾りやすい全高 30cm に凝縮されたシリーズを集めてお気に入りのスタチューミュージアムを築き上げましょう。そして次のラインナップは誰もがご存知のあのシルエットがプラモデル化。荒廃した未来の世界を支配する恐るべきターミネーター T800 エンドスケルトンです。今後もショーケースをお見逃しなく。
One of DC Comics' most celebrated stories, Batman, Hush. Prime One Studio has brought to life a series of statues based on the iconic characters drawn by the legendary Jim Lee. And now, the long-awaited new addition, the femme fatale, Catwoman. Her elegant pose is worthy of her name, capturing the grace and agility of a cat. Her bodysuit highlights her sleek figure, blending realistic texture with comic-style shading. The base, featuring a crouching gargoyle and two loyal cats, evokes the gritty streets of Gotham in intricate detail. Swappable head and left-hand parts allow for versatile display options. Batman, launching from the Batcave with swirling bats. Nightwing, once Batman's trusted partner, now a full-fledged crime fighter in his own right. Huntress, the beautiful and solitary vigilante. Poison Ivy, commanding monstrous plant creatures. Superman, depicted under the influence of a sinister mind control. Many characters from the story have already been brought to life and are proudly displayed in fans' collections. Displaying Catwoman alongside them further enriches the world of Hush, creating a breathtaking scene reminiscent of Jim Lee's iconic ensemble illustration. With its sculptural beauty as a standalone piece and the narrative depth it brings when displayed alongside other characters, this new addition enriches the world of Batman Hush.
In the stillness of the Arctic, the Fortress of Solitude rises. At its center, Superman sits on a crystal throne, a striking image shaped by the dramatic vision of Gabriele Giotto. This statue embodies not just his presence, but his quiet resolve within. As Earth's guardian, Superman bears both duty and solitude. His seated pose reflects that weight. Crystal structures rise in symmetry, with twin S shields guiding the eye. Combined with his calm presence, the layout recalls ancient temples precisely crafted to balance light, shadow, and strength. The throne and the wall are separate pieces. On the back of the wall, you'll find a relief of his father Jor-El and his mother Laurel, Superman, or Kal-El, soaring between them. This scene expresses the theme of the piece, his Saraji for the lost world of Krypton, and the loneliness he bears on Earth, a world he arrived in alone. His chiseled features, piercing gaze, and a massive frame embody the Man of Steel. The classic suit is rich with woven texture and lifelike folds that follow every movement. Inspired by Krypton, the crystalline throne is carved with detail. Fractures, faucets, sharp edges, all lit from within by a cool LED glow. This statue comes with 4 swappable head parts, each reflecting a different era or emotion. One shows him in silent reflection. Another captures the kind, confident face of the late 70s. A third channels the noble look of 2000s comics. And one reflects his fierce will and camaraderie from the 2010s films. The iconic S emblem on his chest is also interchangeable, with 2 different design options included. A new masterpiece shaped through sculpting and story. Face the Man of Steel, seated alone in his fortress of solitude, and feel the Saraji and the loneliness that quietly stir your soul.
Collapsing Ginza, panic crowds, a beam of despair lighting up the sky. The Godzilla -1 diorama we showcased last spring in Showcase 11 captured the very essence of the film through masterful craftsmanship and detail.
It's a piece that conveys the raw terror of a kaiju attack, from Godzilla itself to the shattered Hattori clock tower and abandoned cars. Every element is crafted with striking precision.
Now, with our latest piece, we're shifting the focus. This time, it's all about the presence of Godzilla itself. Get ready to experience the fear of falling from zero.
Godzilla -1 raised the bar for kaiju cinema with its stunning use of modern VFX. Prime One Studio captured that spectacle in 3 dimensions with a richly detailed diorama, a release fans still remember vividly. And now, a bold new creation emerges, a massive Godzilla bust. While the original statue conveyed the fear of a kaiju attack through ruined buildings and fleeing crowds, this piece shifts the focus entirely to Godzilla's overwhelming scale. Standing roughly 86 centimeters tall and 91 centimeters deep, it captures the moment the creature parts the sea and charges forward. Crashing waves swirl around its waist. They hint at the unseen motion of its submerged lower half. By removing human and urban elements, the composition lets us experience the sheer weight and pressure of the creature itself. The increased scale brings out even more detail. Its eyes, with lens-like transparency, shine with a wet, organic gloss. The chest and arms are thick with sculpted muscle. The dark, sea-weathered skin carries a deep, subdued tone. Each element draws you in with Prime One Studio's signature craftsmanship. Of course, the bust includes LED features. Its open jaws and semi-translucent dorsal fins glow a brilliant blue, just like the tense moments before Godzilla unleashes its atomic breath. Select versions also come with a miniature version of the original diorama. It's compact, but packed with detail, from Godzilla itself to the shattered city base. In contrast to the highly detailed bust, this item allows you to appreciate the condensed sculptural beauty of Godzilla. To see this beast suddenly appear before you is overwhelming. Its presence, its power, its sculptural beauty. This is a piece that belongs at the heart of any Godzilla collection.
From the solemn presence of Severus Snape captured in statue form to a young Harry Potter reimagined in a compact figure, Prime One Studio continues to welcome one magical character after another into its Wizarding World lineup.
And now, finally making his appearance today, the most powerful, the most feared dark wizard of all time. His name is...
No! You mustn't speak his name. But don't look away. The darkness he brings has been sculpted in stunning detail.
Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. These legendary film series has always sparked our imagination. And with a new movie on the horizon, the excitement is only growing.
And the same goes for the artists behind our statues. Inspired by the fierce creatures on screen, they've brought many dinosaurs to life in breathtaking detail.
At Prime One Studio, the well of creativity never runs dry. From the skies and from the earth, new dinosaurs are joining the lineup once again.
Hobbits, elves, dwarves, men. If you're a fan of The Lord of the Rings, you probably know that many of the Fellowship have already joined our statue lineup. Each piece captures an iconic moment, brought to life with craftsmanship worthy of the words breathed into existence.
And where there is light, there is always shadow. The servants of Sauron have also been realized in all their terrifying glory, just as they appeared on screen.
Our latest addition to the series is a towering monster of darkness. The dread that ruled the minds of Moria is about to rise before your very eyes.
Dune Part 2, the sweeping second act of the epic saga set on the planet Arrakis, stirred audiences deeply with its intertwining of politics, religion, destiny, and vengeance.
For the debut of our new format, the Real Elite Masterline, we chose none other than Paul Atreides. From the raised crysknife to the masterful painting, sculpting, and materials, this piece is a true pursuit of realism.
Now, his nemesis rises in the same format, a brutal force of nature with a cold, charismatic presence, the Harkonnen family's ultimate weapon. A dangerous confrontation is about to begin.
The Real Elite Masterline began with Paul Atreides from Dune Part 2. Now, Feyd-Rautha, the heir to House Harkonnen and Paul's deadly rival, joins the line, realized with the same masterful realism. Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen. His ruthless nature is captured in dynamic 1/3 scale. A slight tilt of the head, a piercing gaze filled with cold intent. His composed stance merges elegance with madness, evoking both his brutal skills and sadistic instincts. Paul, the visionary messiah. Feyd, the tyrant who craves blood. By presenting both characters in the same pose and with the same base volume, their opposing natures come into even sharper focus. Deep-set shadowed eyes, pale skin, perfectly balanced lips. The portrait captures both Feyd-Rautha and Austin Butler with remarkable accuracy. The sculpt fuses menace and charisma, just as seen on screen. His battlesuit highlights the contrast of metal, fabric, and leather, with every panel and crease faithfully rendered. The removable fabric cloak flows with natural weight and texture. The base merges the desert sands of Arrakis with the commanding forms of House Harkonnen, grounding the piece in its brutal world. An alternate version includes additional swappable heads and arm parts, with a variety of weapon combinations, from dual-wielding a longsword and a short dagger to holding a knife close to his chest. Each display option tells a different story. Through meticulous sculpting, painting, and material treatment. This is Fade Ralpha Harkonnen as you've never seen him. A masterpiece that embodies the dark allure of Dune.
RPGs, simulations, shooters, horror, and fighting games. The world of gaming is endlessly vast. Each genre offers its own brand of top-tier entertainment, and all of them connect deeply with us in their own way.
From photorealistic to stylized anime aesthetics, CG technology continues to evolve, and with it, unforgettable characters are born. They've become an essential part of Prime 1 Studio's lineup, where we capture their essence through masterful sculpting.
And today, we're unveiling new additions from across the gaming world. Let's take a look.
It's not a game. I'm not a robot. AI challenging you. I'm not
At Prime One Studio, our love for all things pop culture knows no bounds. There are always exciting new projects in the works, and what you're about to see is just a glimpse. Here are some carefully selected title teasers.
These are beloved classics and trending titles alike, and just imagine which characters might be brought to life. It's thrilling just to think about, and we'd love to hear your guesses too.
That's right. Your predictions and requests are more than welcome. At Prime One Studio, your voices mean everything to us. After all, it's you who help shape the future of our lineup.
Throughout the ages, across countless art forms, the essence of beauty and beast has been explored and reimagined. Prime One Studio proudly presents The Legend of Beauty and the Beast, an original product line that brings these two timeless themes to life in three-dimensional form, created in collaboration with artists from around the world. The stage is set across a vast array of fantastical realms. From each artist's unique culture and imagination emerge striking, original characters. Radiant and powerful beauties, a fearless swordswoman who strikes with blinding speed. Ferocious beasts, such as a cursed frog warrior, a venom-spewing hydra, and a dragon that reigns over the abyss. And perhaps even those who blur the line between both. Creatures of duality, hiding their savage nature behind a graceful form. With a refined sense honed by years of experience, Prime One Studio transforms these visions into breathtaking sculptures. Each piece is brought to life with exquisite paintwork and masterfully detailed craftsmanship, an unparalleled work of art. This is The Legend of Beauty and the Beast, a story told through sculptural artistry, born from the resonance between creators and Prime One Studio. Now, turn to the very first page of this grand project. A new legend begins, where beauty and beast cross paths in a world of fantasy.
In the fantastical world of The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt, rich human drama unfolds at every turn. From this epic action RPG, we've brought to life Geralt and many of the game's unforgettable characters as stunning statues.
In recent years, we've introduced a growing lineup of 1/3 scale statues, allowing for even greater sculpting and painting detail. We've also embraced the challenge of creating DLC outfits in fully realized form.
Up next is a young sorceress in a brand new look. Be sure to enjoy her statue alongside the other DLC-based statues we've released so far.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt has captured the hearts of players worldwide. At Prime 1 Studio, we have crafted a wide range of statues from this beloved open-world RPG, faithfully recreating not only the iconic appearances, but also fresh looks introduced through downloadable content. Among them, Geralt, clad in Skellige armor, stands resilient against the frigid northern winds. Yennefer, in a new black-based outfit, radiates an alluring mystique. Ciri, wrapped in deep red and chainmail, reveals both strength and delicate beauty. Each piece showcases the finest sculpting and painting techniques, capturing a new side of each character. Now joining the lineup is Triss in her alternative outfit. Her emerald green robe with its graceful drape and intricate embroidery is meticulously crafted in lustrous fabric. The texture of her skirt and boots, her vibrant red hair, striking green eyes, and translucent skin are all portrayed with refined elegance. Additional features include an alternate right arm and a base adorned with a fountain. Prime 1 Studios' Witcher series continues to grow. Stay tuned for more to come and witness the ever-evolving artistry of our creations.
Devil May Cry 5. This beautifully insane, stylish action game has inspired some of Prime 1 Studios' most iconic statues.
Many collectors already proudly display their 1/4 scale Devil Hunters, capturing the full intensity of the game. But we've also heard your voices, if only they were a bit more compact.
And when fans speak, Prime 1 listens. Bringing the same impact and precision, we proudly present the twin brothers, now in 1/6 scale.
From highly detailed quarter-scale statues to this brand new scale, Prime 1 Studio proudly adds a fresh dimension to the Devil May Cry lineup. Introducing Dante and Virgil in 1/6 scale from the Concept Masterline series. These compact masterpieces condense the sculpting and painting techniques of their quarter-scale predecessors into a more display-friendly format, all while preserving an incredible level of detail. The motif is drawn from the final scene of Devil May Cry 5, capturing the brothers back-to-back in the demon world. While stunning individually, the statues together form a breathtaking diorama, complete with a unified base symbolizing their bond. Dante kneels with his pistols crossed, his coat frozen mid-motion, rich with texture. His leather pants and boots feature realistic weathering, and the demon sword Dante stands behind him, crafted with devilish precision. His confident expression mirrors the in-game intensity, finished with lifelike realism. Virgil stands poised with Yamato drawn, his sculpted form radiating tension. The long coat flares in a graceful A-line, and its signature blend of black and navy is faithfully recreated. The sword's refined detailing evokes razor sharpness, and his steely expression reflects unwavering resolve. Prime 1 Studio doesn't stop at recreating the scene, it adds storytelling flexibility. Alternate head parts offer Dante a look of firm resolve, and Virgil a direct gaze, unlocking new narrative possibilities. This 1/6 scale statue marks a new chapter for Prime 1 Studios' Devil May Cry series. A jackpot addition to your collection.
Set in the world of Norse mythology, God of War Ragnarok brought us a stunning new chapter. Our Real Elite Masterline Kratos statue, released in early 2025, was a true showcase of what dimensional artistry has become today.
While the previous 1/4 scale statues were already impressive, this new piece pushed every boundary even further. It was without a doubt a groundbreaking moment in the evolution of our craft.
But that level of quality wasn't reserved for Kratos alone. A towering figure, a deeply human soul beneath divine might, the God of Thunder has arrived.
Building on the stunning craftsmanship that brought Kratos to life in 1/3 scale through the Real Elite Masterline series, we now present the God of Thunder, Thor, both Kratos' nemesis and his reflection. Capturing Thor's rugged appearance and tangled emotions, this statue fully embodies the overwhelming humanity of the god. His open left arm and forward-stepping right leg create a stance that amplifies his massive presence. Power radiates from his mountainous frame, while the slight downward tilt of his head hints at a deep, unshakable sorrow. Every detail is crafted to reveal the tortured soul behind the destroyer. His bearded face captures the same lifelike realism achieved with Kratos. Sharp eyes, a scarred brow, and magical tattoos, down to the shadows cast by his disheveled hair. His broad chest, swollen torso, and powerful limbs are detailed with wrinkles and rough textures, telling the story of countless battles. Leather armor and belts feature traditional patterns, while worn metal accents are recreated with precision. Mjolnir fuses rugged strength and intricate carvings, embodying a mystic beauty worthy of a legend. The base depicts a harsh, snowy wasteland, scattered with swords and jagged ice pillars. Muted grays and blues capture the biting cold. Above, Hugin and Munin circle, while a towering Odin statue looms behind, whispering of a fate even gods cannot escape. Optional parts showcase Thor's different facets. An alternative head with LED-lit, thunder-charged eyes captures his explosive fury. His left arm switches between raising Mjolnir or summoning it with crackling energy. Each swap brings dynamic tension to your display. Thor captured in breathtaking detail, both savage and sorrowful. Experience the living myth of the God of Thunder, now immortalized in the latest addition to the Real Elite Masterline series.
A man walking the line between loneliness and connection, between life and death. Sam Porter Bridges. Death Stranding was more than a game. It posed deeply personal questions to each and every player.
Inspired by the vision of game creator Hideo Kojima, Prime 1 Studio brought to life statues of Sam, Clifford Unger, and Ludens, the iconic symbols of Kojima Productions, each capturing the spirit of his world.
And now, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach has been announced. Just as the story weaves new connections, Prime 1 Studio is also entering a new chapter with this latest title.
These characters who once again take their first steps forward, facing contradictions and confronting the unknown, we've poured everything into the color, the detail, and the emotion behind each and every sculpt.
No more words are needed. Let the dimensional beauty of Death Stranding 2 speak for itself.
Led by visionary game creator Hideo Kojima, Kojima Productions has continued to craft immersive worlds that challenge and inspire. At key moments in their creative journey, Prime One Studio has joined forces with them, bringing these visions to life through sculpture. From Kojima Productions' symbolic mascot Ludens to the unforgettable characters of the 2019 release Death Stranding, Prime One Studio has honored their presence in physical form, most notably through hyper-detailed half-scale statues. And with the upcoming release of Death Stranding 2 on the beach, this collaboration continues. This latest chapter is no exception. With unprecedented levels of sculptural expression, we deliver a new interpretation of Kojima Productions' ever-expanding universe. Our mission for this piece was clear: to faithfully translate Kojima Productions' ultra-high-definition visuals into sculpture by channeling the full extent of our capabilities. Specifically, rather than relying on silicone skin or rooted hair, which defined our previous Death Stranding statues, we set out to achieve even greater realism using only sculpting and paintwork. The result is a masterclass in form and finish, featuring finely rendered hair, a wide range of textures and materials reproduced with care. This is an uncompromising embodiment of Prime One Studio's current technology and artistry. This marks our second time sculpting a character from Death Stranding. For this release, we chose the 1/3 scale, a scale that Prime One Studio has long considered its specialty. With this scale, we can portray not only the character's intricate equipment and hyper-realistic expression, but also fully express the world-building elements through the base. In our view, 1/3 scale is the definitive format for character statues. Another advantage of this scale is the expanded display potential. A wide array of interchangeable parts allows for diverse poses and loadouts. He can wear his hood, carry an attaché case, equip a rifle or handgun, or be displayed with his cargo rack removed. A rich assortment of parts lets you recreate moments from Sam's journey in great detail. Among these options is a particularly endearing one, a grown-up Lou, cradled gently in Sam's arms. This single part alone speaks volumes about the evolving drama of Death Stranding 2. Some of Sam's equipment features built-in LED lighting, adding a layer of mechanical functionality to the display. The Odradek sensor used to detect BTs, the smoky BB pod on his chest. Every mechanical detail has been sculpted with unrelenting precision. At Sam's side stands a new companion, the enigmatic Doll Man, introducing another captivating element from the upcoming story. The base is filled with visual motifs from the game, tendrils of black tar stretching skyward and flower-like chiral crystals blooming from the ground. Every detail has been placed with intent, evoking Sam's long and perilous journey. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is one of the most anticipated releases worldwide. This statue captures its story and visual identity, condensed into a singular 1/3 scale masterpiece. Stay tuned for more to come.
Wow, what a lineup! Every statue was absolutely stunning. It really feels we've taken another step forward in the art of expression. Shizuka, was there one that stood out to you?
Oh, it is impossible to choose just one. From start to finish, I was completely drawn in and I really wanted to learn more about each and every one.
I totally agree. For all the latest updates, be sure to follow our official social media channels and website. And don't forget to add your favorites to your wish list. You'll be notified when pre-orders open.
Yes, and to everyone who stayed with us until the very end, thank you so much. It means the world to us to be able to share this time and excitement with you all.
If this showcase served as a bridge connecting you with Prime One Studio and the vast world of entertainment, then we couldn't ask for more.
Thank you all again, and see you soon at
Next Level Showcase 15.